Pleasant day, everyone. First and foremost, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Rea Jane Gonzales from BEd 1A at MSEUF Katanawan Campus. I have 10 reading materials here, which is the comics, atlas, newspaper, magazine, manuals, encyclopedia, brochure, academic books, Bible, and the storybooks. But I will discussing only the 5 reading materials here. The first one is the atlas. Atlas is a non-fiction and published book written by journalists and geologists. This book provides information for all the people around the globe. An atlas is a collection of maps usually published in a book form. Atlas are produced on a wide range of subjects. A national atlas provides base thematic information about a particular country. This is relevant for me since during the pandemic, I kinda like reading maps, especially I use this Google map using my cell phone to look the countries most affected by the COVID-19 virus. The second one is the comics. The comic book is a fiction and published book written by the artists, writers. There are plenty of genres of comic books like fantasies, crime, war, superheroes, romance, horror, parody, and more. Comics are usually takes the form of a collection of pictures, words, cartooning, and various forms. Representation are the most well-known image making techniques in comics. Also, these are for adults, seniors, or even children that can read. This is really fun for me because since I was 15 years old, I've been addicted of reading anime, and of course, it's really fun to read. And for me, it helps to relieve stress. The third one is the newspaper. The newspaper is published and written by the journalists, writers. This is non-fiction. Newspaper is a mirror of society. Its contents reflect what's happening locally and internationally. The newspaper has to inform people, to persuade the people, and the newspaper have different names, different page, like business, sports, politics, health, law, entertainment, weather, editorial, international news, national news, city news, etc. So this is relevant for me as a student and as a human and as a member of society. This can have a big contribution and most powerful of all the means of expression of news and views about human and matters and playing a very important role in nowadays society. The fourth one was the magazine. The magazine is the collection of published articles. Many magazines specialize in terms of kinds of subject in which they specialize. Magazine offers articles, pictures, commentary, and useful perspective about subjects the reader cares about. And it's written by the private writer and it is non-fiction. It is relevant for me and for us today world. Like the more information we can get, the better. Thus, magazines are very important because they provide the reader with in-depth and concise information in a portable and readable form. The fifth and last, the academic book. The academic book is a long publication as opposed to a short form publication like an article and is the result of a depth academic research, usually over a period of years, making an original contribution to a field of study. This will be non-fiction. It was made for students, teachers, and all of professionals. It has really fun for me because it gives plenty knowledge and information and especially a big contribution for my studies and for my future. The reading materials that appeals to me the most are the comic books. Why? Because I enjoy reading it. Because in this book, I can read with pictures, drawings of history, fantasy, and mystery. I better understand reading pictorially as seen as comics. Also, I love to spend my vacant time by reading of this kind of materials because I feel more focused and also helps me learning new words, phrases, and a lot more. So that's all. Thank you.